Hello, you're watching a special episode of The Bachelor of Music Ed. In this episode, each contestant will get one date with our bachelor to prove themselves as the best Miss Music Education. I'm your host, Blake Mitchell. Now, let's introduce our bachelor. Some consider him the father of music education, hence his high standards in a partner. As the first music educator, we are honored to have Mason Lowell Wade as our bachelor for this special music education season.
Hi, I'm Mason Wade. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm looking for my Miss Music Education. I want a woman who can give me kids, an aesthetic experience, and someone who can just have a passion and love for music. You know, in an emotional way, and give you a better quality of life. She should be able to communicate with her fellow colleagues and students, or so she can communicate with me as well. Not to mention, she needs to help her students find their true potential and success in the music field. It shows her love and support for others.
Now, let's meet our contestants. Each one of these lovely ladies think they have the potential to show the best love of music education to Mason.
Hi, I'm Scarlett, and I work at Northern Burlington High School as their band director.
Hi, I'm Patricia Personnel, and I'm the choir director of Octara High School.
Hi, I'm Martha, and I'm the orchestra director at Manhattan Central High School.
Hi, I'm Faith, and I work at Rangrocas Valley High School.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I am a general music teacher and a choral director at Solanco High School.
Hi, I'm Corinne, and I'm the band director at Warwick High School.
Now that we've met our contestants, each girl will have the chance to go on one date with our bachelor. During this date, the girls will get to know our bachelor, explain their ideas of music education, and hopefully win Mason's heart. Today is a very exciting day as we show our very first date with our very handsome bachelor, Mason. Today, Mason has decided to have his first date with Scarlett Schedule at a special location for what could be the start of many more dates to come for them. Let's tune in to see what the potential couple is doing.
Hi, wow, you look great. And you're early too.
Oh yeah, I really like to be on time for things.
Okay, well, you'll see where we go next.
Oh really?
Yes.
Where are we going?
It's one of my favorite places.
Oh! Thank you.
Sure.
It's really nice in here.
It is really nice in here.
This table is set up so perfectly.
Well, I know you love coffee, and I love coffee too.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. I've always loved coffee. It always gets me through my day.
Me too, it always gets me through my day too. So what's your day look like?
Well, I usually get up at around 5:30 in the morning. I love to make sure that everything is just right in order, and I also want to get to my lesson planning as soon as possible for my students.
Oh, you sound really organized. I like that.
Thank you.
What is your school like?
Well, my school is really great. Just like me, the administration is really set in making sure that all the classes and events run on time and in an orderly fashion. We are also really mindful of scheduling and making sure that classes happen at times for students to enjoy as many electives as possible. So my band classes are always during periods where there aren't as many academic classes, so my students can take all the required courses while taking choir band classes.
Wow, well, you know, that was always an issue for me when I was in high school. Scheduling band class in spite of all the other required courses can be really difficult sometimes. I think it's really great that you make sure that your students have the opportunity to have music classes. I love that. So how many band classes do you have in your high school?
That really means a lot. But yeah, I have 3 different bands, and it's based off of the skill level of my students. I audition all of my students at the end of their 8th grade year, and then I place them into what I think their skill level is for high school. The concert band is usually more for beginners, while the symphonic band is for like the intermediate level, and our wind ensemble is for the students who are more advanced.
Wow, your bands sound really good.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but I think they're really good. Sometimes it can be really hard to even sort them into different things because I just think they're so talented.
That's awesome. Well, I'm really impressed. I would love to come see them sometime.
I would really love that too.
So how do you get your bands to be so good?
Well, I really encourage my students to stay after school and practice. I make a point to schedule extra practice time for my students after school so they can build their time just for practicing and to get better. Because let's be honest, high school students usually have a hard time practicing on their own.
Wow, I gotta say, I'm really impressed. You should you have such an accomplished music teacher resume, and your school sounds fantastic. Not to mention you are punctual, kind, and organized. I believe those are really important qualities to have, Scarlett. Will you accept this rose?
My hands are high, my feet are low, and this is how you get that rose. I would love it.
Thank you.
Next up is Mason's date with Patricia Purcell. This is the second date for Mason. Will Patricia be able to live up to the expectations brought by Scarlett? Could Patricia be the one? Let's see what the couple is up to now.
Hi.
Hi.
Good seeing you.
Oh, it's so great to see you. I'm so excited to
Me
see
too,
what
I'm
you're up to.
excited.
All right.
Well, I brought you here so we can get to know each other a little better.
Okay, yes.
Is that your laptop?
Yes. So if you want to get to know me, you're going to have to know my laptop. Everything is on here. It's for an activity. It's for any lesson plan I go to, or like how I thought out one of my classes, and like where we went, and like how we improved. It's just all on here.
Yeah, that's really diligent of you. That really helps you not forget anything. And can I see what you have for your classes so far?
Yeah, of course. So this is where I keep the lesson schedule, and of what song we're singing in what class, and this is where I put the section of the song I want to focus on and what I want to accomplish in that lesson.
This is amazing. I never knew you could work on so many different techniques with a choir.
So this is how I keep them engaged in the classroom. I make sure they listen to a song and like it before I teach it to them, so they have a reference of how to sing it with their musicality. And here I have a list of the order of music it is in and the box numbers where they keep their folders.
So do they take the music home with them?
They can if they want to, but they have to fill out a slip first that says when they're taking it out, who's taking it out, and like when they'll bring it back. And they just need to bring it to me after class so that I know where their music is.
That's awesome. Well, maybe I could get a box for your choir and come visit you at work, and I can sing with you guys.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Here, I'll add you to the list right now.
Put a rose emoji next to my name
Why?
to represent this. Patricia, will you accept this rose?
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Today, Mason Wade is going on his third date of the season with Martha Materials. Now that two women have a rose, he might need to figure out what he really wants in a woman and a music program. Could Mason find himself in the process of finding his love? Let's see where the happy couple went.
Hi.
Hey, Martha. Can I take your bag?
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Wow, this is heavy. What do you have in here, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, let me tell you. If you're hungry, I've got granola bars, mac and cheese, and candy.
What?
And if you're sick, I've got medicine, Band-Aids, and if you just need to spontaneously break into song, we've got Chopin, Beethoven, Liszt, all the greats.
Whoa, you come prepared.
Absolutely. Making sure you have the proper materials is essential. In my high school orchestra, that's my top priority. With the budget provided, I seek to make sure our school instruments are in top condition and that the pianos are tuned regularly.
I completely agree. How can students learn to make beautiful music if their instruments inhibit them from doing so?
Exactly. All my students deserve to have adequate materials with which to make music. With that being said, students with special needs should also have adapted instruments so that they can be involved as well.
I love how concerned about your students you are, Martha. Actually, there's this song that reminds me of you.
Wait, you mean to tell me you're gonna have me listen to this song on these poor quality cell phone speakers?
Well, I mean...
No, I will not stand for it.
Martha!
You of all people should know that we need the highest quality of sound equipment to give our students an aesthetic experience. I can't believe you. What a sorry excuse for a music educator. I mean, seriously.
Well, as our third date comes to a close, it looks as if our favorite bachelor is becoming pickier when it comes to who he gives his roses to. Coming up is our fourth date now, in which we will continue to see the drama unfold. Will Mason find the true love? Who will win Mason's heart with the best music program? Let's continue the journey with the lovely Faith facilities.
I'm very ready for this date. I'm planning on looking the absolute best. To me, looks are everything, especially when it comes to getting my man.
Mason! Oh, it's amazing. Thank you. It's so nice to see you.
You too.
Oh, where are we going today?
Well, you'll find out. It should be a familiar place.
Familiar?
Yes.
Sounds interesting.
So I heard your school's known for its top facilities.
Yeah, we have everything when it comes to music.
Well, I want to get to know more about it, so I took you here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to show you around. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, so first we're going to start with our beautiful classrooms.
Okay.
You can hear our talented students practicing.
Yes.
See, this is one of our classrooms. As you can see, we can fit many students in here.
Yes.
And also, it's completely soundproof.
I can tell.
Isn't it fantastic?
Yes, very quiet.
Amazing facilities. But yeah, so upstairs we also have other classrooms, and all of our classrooms are kept, at a proper temperature to make sure that our students are comfortable and the instruments that are in them. Same with our beautiful computer lab. You can see our students come in here and use it. We have all the latest technology. What quality students just working away. But yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, beautiful.
All right.
Oh, I'm really impressed with your school. Where do you hold big performances at?
Oh, let me show you.
Okay.
We hold them at this really beautiful place. The acoustics are great. Oh, you already knew, didn't you?
I did. I wanted to end it in a special way. This is a great place for performing.
Thank you. The acoustics are really bouncing around in here.
They really are.
Oh, just ignore her. It's fine. Oh, granola bars. These are my favorite.
These are your favorite.
Really? Oh, I'm so touched. But yeah, this place is just absolutely beautiful. We have the best performances here.
I can tell.
And I feel like it's really important, that everybody in the school population can come and see performances too.
I admire that a lot. I take that into great consideration.
Yeah.
This is such a beautiful room. I can't imagine what your choir sounds like in here.
Yeah, they sound really good. In comparison to Scarlett's band, they're pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you want to see a video of her
Yeah, what do
band?
they sound like?
They're pretty interesting. Yeah. I mean, my choir is really good though. I mean, she always brags about how good they sound, but maybe it's just acoustics in their room or something, but I just don't think it sounds like that spectacular.
Must be.
Yeah.
What was that? Was that even music?
And that's how you blow out the competition.
Faith, I usually offer the rose at the end, but I'm sorry, I don't see it working out between us.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I have the best facilities. I'm the best music educator in the tri-state area. I'm hot, and I also have a really great personality.
Well, to be honest, I don't like your personality very much. You dye your hair, you're pretty fake, and your facilities are terrible.
Are you kidding me? Do you know what? I hope you never find anybody. I don't even think you know everybody here on this show is fake. Even this rose, fake. You can have it. I'm out.
Well, after our fourth date, it seems as if our handsome bachelor is looking a little down when it comes to finding love. Will Mason find his true love? Will he find someone who's truly genuine? We will continue this journey with date number 5 after this commercial.
Hello, my name is Bill, and I work at the Music Lesson Shack. We provide music lessons for all ages for any instrument, including piano, guitar, flute, shaker, and so much more. Come on down to the Music Lesson Shack today.
And we're back. Let's see how our 5th day of the night is going with Rebecca Resources and our beloved bachelor.
Where are we going?
Well, I thought someone like you would thrive in a place like this where the verbal becomes the textual evidence.
Oh, wow! Let's start looking around.
Sounds good.
I love looking at all these resources for my lessons. I feel like kids should really know the history behind the pieces that they learned, like everything, like the composer, how they wanted to perform it, everything.
I agree. They should have a general idea of the piece.
Not just a general idea though. They should know the composer's life, their career in music, and why they wrote the song, and like how that song relates to their life. Sometimes I even quiz them on their studies in history.
Quiz them? Does that take a lot of time out of class?
Yes, about half a class for each quiz, but it's worth it. They don't memorize every song, and they don't always perform the dynamics correctly, but at least they know how long the composer was alive.
That's more time than needed, isn't it? You should always take time for your students. You should take advantage of all the time you have.
How dare you question my teaching? I have a job as a music teacher. You're trying to find one.
How dare I? Isn't getting to know her and her ways of teaching the reason we are here? I mean, of course I'm trying to find the right teaching method. There is a missing part that needs to be filled, and for me to love someone and their music teaching, she doesn't get it. I don't think she ever will understand. You're right. I'm not a music teacher, but I do know what it takes to be one and how it should be done. What's hard is I like you, but tonight I've seen a different side of you that troubles me. I can't picture us together in the future.
Wait, please, we can work this out.
I think after what happened today, it's never going to get better. I think you should leave.
Three strikeouts in a row. Oh no, there goes another one. I think we were all hoping this one would last. The list of women is getting smaller and smaller. Mason is going to run out of options. Let's see if Mason can hit it off with our next music educator, Corinne Content.
Hi, Corinne. You look lovely today.
Thank you.
Well, I brought you to this place. I love the food here. It has a good price, and it's really good here.
Oh, that's very important. Getting the most for your money.
Yes.
Okay. Getting the most for your money is also important in music education.
What do you mean by that?
Well, utilizing funds is crucial to provide your students with musical recordings, books pertaining to music, and an ever-growing repertoire of music to play. At least 75 pieces are appropriate per group, with 5 new songs introduced each year.
Wow, yeah, I never thought about it like that before.
It's also important that each copy is shared between no more than 2 students at a stand. I mean, think about it. Imagine 10 people trying to sit at this table that's made for 2. It'd be a nightmare. So it's important that content is dispersed reasonably among students.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I assume you set aside a lot of money, like in your budget, for instruments too.
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, you have to have music before you have instruments. What's the point of instruments if you have nothing to play?
Yeah, all right.
So anyways, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm going to give you this rose.
Thank you!
Last but not least, Mason Wade is having his final date with Ida Ideal. Depending on how this date goes, we'll see who the lucky bachelor decides to pick as the woman with the best music program. Ida is known for being well-rounded, and it seems as though Mason has also been very excited for this date. For our final date of the show, here's Ida.
Hi.
Wow, you look absolutely incredible.
Oh, really? Thank you. Wow, this place is really nice. Where are we?
This is my hometown. This is where I grew up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it feels like I've been talking about myself a lot. How about you? Do you enjoy your work?
Oh, thanks for asking. I love my job. My school really values our music program. Not only do we have the latest facilities, but we have a lot of clubs and activities for our students to participate in. I mean, my school has an amazing program full of different aspects, like having appropriate planning materials, resources. But what my school really focuses on is just making sure the kids love what they do. Despite having all these materials, I just want them to love music no matter what.
Well, I really love that. I think you're so right. I mean, having everything in the program really does mean nothing if your students don't love what they do. I know this may be soon, but Ida Ideal, I really want to give you this rose. I just think you are so special, and the passion, organization, communication, and loyalty that you just have is something that I really want in a girl, and it means a lot. Will you accept this rose?
Yes, of course.
Wow, is it just me? Or is there something appealing about a woman who can handle schedules, resources, personnel, and so many other things all in one classroom? Not to be biased, but Mason seems to have his eye out for someone. Will he only see the sides of the women that he wants to see, or really look into their hearts and how they match him? Will it be Scarlett, the beautiful woman that he has eyed out of the group from the beginning? Patricia, where there is obviously some connection that could last the ages? Could it be Corinne, and how their relationship has taken new levels? Or is it Ida? She has clearly fallen head over heels for him, but does he feel the same way? Let's find out after this short commercial break.
Hello, Bill here again, and while I do promote the Music Lesson Shack, I would also like to promote the Sheet Music Shack, with all your sheet music needs, including Beethoven, Bach, Maroon 5, Charlie Brown, Christmas music, and so much more. Come on down to the Sheet Music Shack today.
And we're back from the break. Now the time has finally come for our Bachelor to choose the woman with the best music program.
Today is the day I make the biggest decision of my life. It was hard for me to choose, but I had to be honest with my feelings. I think I need to realize what I want most, what truly matters in relationships. This is my chance to be the happiest man alive. I want that happiness to last forever. Who can give it to me? I think I'll have to go with my gut and choose the girl I know deep down is the one for me. Ida Ideal, I think you're the one for me. You are confident in everything you do, you're good at music, and you're passionate for your students.
You freaking kidding me? I gave him everything. I literally had the perfect plan. I can't even do this.
I can't believe it. We had a connection, you know?
My kids were waiting for him to come and see them, and they were just so excited. So was I. I was so excited.
Will you make me the happiest man in the world? And I can see you in my life so perfectly. Ida Ideal, will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
Last but not least, Mason Wade is having his final date with...
Just tell me when you're about to. Are you recording now? I'm sorry. Wait, stop.
You're supposed to look longer.
Okay,
it's
Yeah. Wow, is it just me, or is there something appealing about a woman who can handle...
Right there where the context messed up. Place that we came to that that messed up again.
So I would.
Stop. You mean...
No, that was me acting.
Oh, got you. I thought I was like... Sorry.
How dare you question my teaching? I don't know.
That's made for two at once. It would be done... Bleh.
Oh, I should have done slow-mo.
That could be like her introduction.
with Rebecca Resources and our beloved Bachelor. Bachelor?